Have you been feeling unusually tired lately? Or perhaps noticing small changes in your body that you've simply dismissed as part of getting older? For women over 40, the transition into a new stage of life often masks the silent warning signs of a much more serious issue: type 2 diabetes. In the US alone, millions of women are living with this condition without even knowing it, because the symptoms are incredibly subtle until they aren't. Today, we're exposing the 7 silent signals that your body is sending you right now that most women completely ignore. This isn't about causing alarm. It's about giving you the tools to take back your energy and your health. Stick with me until the end, because I'm going to share a simple, science-packed meal sequencing trick that can help stabilize your blood sugar levels starting with your very next plate. You deserve to feel your best. So let's dive into the first sign you need to watch out for. Topic 1. Unquenchable thirst, polydipsia. The first sign is a thirst that feels impossible to satisfy. You might find yourself drinking glass after glass of water, yet your mouth still feels dry. In our busy lives, it's easy to blame this on the weather or a salty meal. But constant thirst is a classic red flag. Recent clinical data explains that when your blood sugar is high, your kidneys are forced to work overtime to filter and absorb the excess glucose. When they can't keep up, that sugar is excreted through your urine, dragging vital fluids from your tissues along with it. This leaves your body dehydrated, triggering a thirst signal in your brain that never seems to turn off. If you're carrying a water bottle everywhere and still feeling parched, your body isn't just thirsty, it's struggling to flush out excess sugar. Addressing this early is key to preventing the cycle of dehydration that further spikes your glucose levels. Topic 2. Persistent fatigue. The second sign is an exhaustion that simply doesn't go away, no matter how much you sleep. Many American women in their 40s and 50s blame this on the midlife hustle or hormonal shifts, but metabolic fatigue is different. According to recent research in cell biology, diabetes creates an energy gap. Even if your blood is full of glucose, your cells can't access it because the insulin key isn't working properly. It's like standing in front of a full buffet but having your hands tied. The fuel is there, but your body is effectively starving for energy. Studies show that this chronic cellular starvation leads to a heavy, dragging tiredness that impacts your productivity and mood. If your afternoon slump has become a permanent state of lethargy, it is not just age or stress, it is a signal that your body's fuel delivery system is failing. Fixing the glucose flow is the only way to truly get your spark back. Topic 3. Fluctuating vision. The third sign is vision that suddenly feels blurry or out of focus. Most women over 40 assume they just need a stronger pair of reading glasses, but fluctuating vision is a major metabolic warning. Recent ophthalmology studies reveal that high blood sugar levels actually change the fluid balance in your eyes. When glucose spikes, it pulls water into the lens of the eye, causing it to swell and change shape. This temporary warping of the lens makes it impossible for your eyes to focus correctly, leading to that characteristic foggy or blurry sensation. What's deceptive is that the blurriness often goes away once your sugar levels drop, leading many to think it was just eye strain. However, the American Diabetes Association warns that this constant swelling can eventually cause permanent damage to the tiny blood vessels in your retina. If your vision seems to change from one hour to the next, it is not just your age, it is a direct reflection of what is happening in your bloodstream. Topic 4. Slow healing wounds. The fourth sign is noticing that small nicks, scratches, or bruises are taking much longer than usual to disappear. You might think you're just healing slower as you get older, but a delay in your body's repair process is a significant red flag. Recent dermatological studies indicate that high blood sugar levels act like a roadblock to your natural healing. First, hyperglycemia narrows the blood vessels, making it difficult for oxygen and nutrients to reach the site of an injury. Secondly, research published in Nature Communications shows that excessive glucose actually paralyzes the white blood cells responsible for fighting off infections. This means a simple paper cut or a blister from your shoes can linger for weeks, increasing your risk of complications. If you find that your skin isn't bouncing back like it used to, your body is telling you that its internal repair crew is being overwhelmed by a sugar-heavy environment. Topic 5. Tingling or numbness. Neuropathy, the fifth sign, is a persistent tingling or pins and needle sensation in your hands or feet. In our 40s, it is easy to blame this on a pinched nerve from a workout or sitting at a desk too long. However, frequent numbness or a burning sensation is often the first sign of diabetic neuropathy. Recent neurological research explains that chronically high blood sugar is actually toxic to your delicate nerve fibers. Over time, excess glucose damages the tiny blood vessels that supply your nerves with oxygen. When these nerves are starved of nutrients, they begin to misfire, sending strange electrical signals to your brain. A report in the American Journal of Medicine warns that ignoring these early zaps can lead to permanent loss of sensation. If you're feeling frequent, unexplained tingling in your extremities, your body is warning you that your blood sugar is starting to interfere with your internal wiring. Catching this early is the best way to protect your long-term mobility. Topic 6. Constant hunger polyphagia. The sixth sign is a relentless hunger that doesn't go away. Even shortly after a full meal, many women in their 40s mistake this for stress eating or a lack of willpower, but it is actually a biological response to an energy crisis. Recent studies in metabolic health show that when you have insulin resistance, your cells are locked and cannot absorb the glucose from the food you eat. Because the fuel never reaches its destination, your brain thinks you are starving, even if your blood sugar is dangerously high. This triggers a hunger alarm that forces you to crave quick energy like carbs and sweets. A study published in the Journal of Nutrition explains that this cycle leads to overeating and weight gain, further worsening the problem. If you feel like your appetite has taken on a life of its own, your body isn't being greedy, it's in a state of cellular starvation. Recognizing this signal is the first step toward fixing your metabolism and finally feeling satisfied. Topic 7. Recurrent infections. The seventh sign is finding yourself in a constant battle with infections, whether it is recurring UTIs, yeast infections, or even skin and gum issues that won't clear up. Many women over 40 are told these are just hormonal changes, but they are actually a major indicator of high blood sugar. Recent immunological research shows that harmful bacteria and fungi thrive in sugar-rich environments. When your glucose is elevated, that excess sugar spills into your sweat, saliva, and urine, providing a perfect fuel for pathogens to multiply. Furthermore, studies highlighted in The Lancet explain that high glucose levels actually weaken your white blood cells, making your immune system slower to respond to invaders. If you feel like you're constantly fighting something off or stuck in a cycle of antibiotic, it's a clear signal that your internal environment is out of balance. By managing your sugar, you are not just treating a symptom, you are restoring your body's natural ability to defend itself and stay resilient. Recognizing these 7 signs is the ultimate act of self-care. Your body isn't trying to fail you, it's simply trying to talk to you. Now that you know how to decode these signals, you have the power to change the narrative of your health journey. As primera promiset, here is your golden tip. A simple, science-backed strategy called meal sequencing that can stabilize your blood sugar starting with your very next plate. Recent clinical trials showed that the order in which you eat your food changes everything. Before you touch your carbs or proteins, start every meal with a handful of fiber, like a small salad or some steamed greens. This fiber creates a protective mesh in your gut that slows down the absorption of glucose, preventing those dangerous insulin spikes that cause fatigue and cravings. It's a small shift that delivers massive results. If this information helped you today, please share this video with another woman who needs to hear this. Let's support each other in staying vibrant and healthy. Don't forget to subscribe for more science-based wellness tips. Your health is your greatest wealth. Take care of it.